Hello, testing 1 2 3. More calling Orson. Come in, Orson. How is everyone? I don't know how many people are in here. I apologize if I don't look directly at the camera because it's my preview screen's here. So if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So, this is YouTube live streaming. Hello? Can anyone hear me? If not, I guess I'll continue on. My audio looks good here. I won't know until after the stream is over if anything's going well. Anyways, okay, so we got a bunch of channel updates that I'm planning on doing in this video. First is I'm just testing out the screen right now. So I've looked it up and I've been doing I've downloaded, or not downloaded, but I've tried out Stream Elements for this live stream. Using that, I actually put stuff in place for in case somebody subscribes to the channel and tipping, but I don't think the tipping thing would work, but I'm curious to see if that actually works or not. I'm using my 720p Logitech webcam for the camera on me, and I'm using OBS Live. OBS Live is a very slightly different version of OBS, which was recommended by Stream Elements. And I have a way to test out the subscribers thing. So let's see if this actually pops up at all. Where am I? Oh, okay. I'm going to preview this live on stream, but it is not an actual subscriber. Let's see if that showed up. Nope. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. I didn't actually get to see it in time because I minused the wrong window. Okay. OBS Live. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Okay, so it does pop up on the stream. Those are not actual subscribers. Those are the test thing. Use the test out the Stream Elements live. So I don't know if anyone could actually hear that voice. That was me saying marvelous from I think the 2018 channel update video, or not update, but the New Year's resolution video. And now I'm just going to try the tip one. Tell me if anyone can hear this, or I'll find out after the stream. Yeah, I should maybe chose a different font color. Doesn't stand out as much. But that's me quoting Thanos, in case somebody actually does tip money, which, by the way, you can actually, in the description, there is a link for possible tips or donations, and it when you click on it, you have to log in with either your YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, and I forget what the fourth one is. And if you log in with your account, you can then actually tip me actual money, but I'm not expecting anything. I'm not exactly making amazing content right now. But okay, so moving on. Okay, this got screwed up. This was not supposed to. Back desktop. Why is desktop like this? Oh, it resetted. Why did it reset? Okay, my mistake. Let me just fix this. This is supposed to be over here. And then this is supposed to be under here and then locked. That's actually wasn't even the way I had it. I had it much more zoomed in. Technical difficulties. This I just threw in here just to fill out the background a little bit. Okay, lock that. Okay, so everything else is still the same. Okay, so I'm going to be walking through this update table of contents. I did this more for me, just so I know what I'm, so I could stay on track. Actually, should be the words I should be using. So starting off with, let me move this back a bit. Okay, so I've already sort of tested this out, so I can actually turn this yellow now. Future live streams, I will boom, okay. So future live streams, I will be doing future live streams. That's actually a quite simple update. I'm basically going to be, for this video, I'm going to see how YouTube handled the video, if the audio is there, and then I'm gonna, when it's done processing, I'm gonna cut through the video and just cut out any dead spaces or troubleshooting areas, so that way it ends up being a actual channel update video. But this was actually filmed and recorded live on September 1st. So moving on, first major update is my actually, yeah, no, never mind. I'll get to that later. Okay, so my first major update is my 100 subscriber video, which I specifically said I was going to do. So I think it was 2017 or 18, I reached 100 subscribers, and I said I was going to do free videos. And I did 2 out of the 3. One was a blooper reel type video, and then the other one was it was a, I can't actually remember. I remember the blooper video, but then there was another 100 subscribers. Oh yeah, it was there's these older videos I did on Facebook. I think I made that my 100 subscriber video, and the third one, which was the main one, was supposed to be my Blu-ray collection video. But unfortunately, I was going to do it, but then we had to move, and so when we moved houses and all that, I basically had to put aside the video because I had to pack everything up. And now that I'm in my new house, unfortunately, I haven't built the shelving unit, which is actually going to be behind me, and there's going to be on basically covering this whole side of the room for a Blu-ray shelf. And the problem is wood prices are very expensive right now, especially with the pandemic. And also on top of that, I am having some budgeting issues, which certainly doesn't help. And so once I get all that sorted out, I will be making the shelves. And then once they're put up, then I can actually film my 100 subscriber Blu-ray collection video. So if you're wondering why it's taking so long, you could blame wood prices mainly. And so Blu-ray collection video. And it is going to be my idea is it's going to be a choose your own adventure Blu-ray collection video. That's right. It's going to be shot by segment of how I'm organizing the collection, but it's going to be divided into separate videos. Instead of having one extremely long video, I'm just going to do it as a choose your own adventure. So that way it's like you have to like sort of venture down into my Blu-rays per se. And I'm making it sound probably much more funner than what it is, but also by doing it that way, if I ever update a video or a section, I can just unlist the video in between. So let's say you got video A, video B, video C, and video B I decide to update with more Blu-rays. It's going to actually I could just unlist that video and then put in a new video to update the Blu-ray collection video. So the very first video is always going to stay the same, but then all the other videos will slowly get updated over time. So I think that's kind of a very cool concept, and I never seen anybody else do that on YouTube. So now that I said it out loud on YouTube, I can maybe see somebody else trying to do it. So anyways, that is my 100 subscriber Blu-ray collection video. I am very sorry that it's taken me this long to do. I'm going to be talking more about my other subscriber milestones later on in this video. So let's There we go. Okay, so the other video that's taken me forever to do. Let's talk about this. The technically was going to be the first episode. But what happened was there was a movie I watched recently called The Little Things, and in that video kind of made me want to do a little mini let's talk about this. So I consider it a unofficial mini version for Let's Talk About This. So if you want to check that out, that video is on my channel right now as we speak, and it is a actual sort of mini in the style of my Let's Talk About This, but without the actual style with the background and the way I edited it. But it has a little bit of Let's Talk About This type blood running through it, so to speak. So I would recommend checking that out if you've seen The Little Things, because it does have a lot of spoilers that I talk about in that video. So I would recommend checking that out. Anyways, so my first actual Let's Talk About This video is going to be RWBY Volume 4. If you probably heard this from one of my other many update videos, but it was supposed to come out like, before Volume 5 came out. Now I think RWBY is on either Volume 8 or 9, and and I haven't actually watched anything. Like, literally, Volume 4 is my last thing I've seen of RWBY or any sort of content done by any creators of YouTube videos on RWBY or that. Like, literally, I've stopped dead watching anything. So I don't know anything about what's happened, or I'm doing my best not to know anything that happened. So, but that Let's Talk About This RWBY Volume 4 video, I'm still working on. I'm still going to complete it, and I'm still going to put it out there. But the problem is the Blu-ray for it, which I need, is currently packed away under, I don't even know which box I put it in. Of the 18 or 20 boxes of Blu-ray movies I have, I don't know where I put it. And I really don't want to take everything apart to get that one disc and then put everything back, because it's going to be messy. It's going to be, my place is already a mess as it is. So that video will be done. Oh yeah, that's why I forgot to mention. So the 100 subscriber Blu-ray collection video will probably definitely not be done this year. It will probably be done after 2022. It will definitely be done in 2022. I don't see me going a whole nother year without building or attempting to build my Blu-ray shelf. And let's talk about this RWBY Volume 4 is unfortunately kind of stuck as well as a result. So I can do as much work as I can on it, but there's still certain footage I need to get from that disc, which I can't find online easily. And I don't know if you can get the hint, but I've recently, in the last year or so, I have discovered how to get the footage I need from certain things as long as I have the disc. I use it for video essays, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so that's, I can scratch that off. Take a sip of my water. Hey, I just saw a friend of mine in the chat. How you doing, Randy? I don't know if you can hear anything. I actually don't know when you texted that chat-wise. I do have the chat with me, but I just I have no idea if how long it doesn't give me a time or notification if it's like, hey, chat, pop up. Anyways, next up I'm talking about my Just Watch This reviews. So, in case, I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last couple of about 4 minutes ago, I guess that would have been during the first update or the second video. I don't know how long I've been talking. It's live streaming is definitely a bit intimidating. But anyways, so Just Watch This is my review, which I've turned sort of into a podcast type format. I tried to do it to move like that because I felt like it would have been, I can easily stack up a bunch of reviews and talk about it like if it was in like a podcast format, where before I used to just do the individual movie before and after, and it kind of, even though it was easier to do, I tried to do the new podcast format, but it's actually a lot more harder and a lot more putting effort in, like with the doing the little swiggly line to the voice and all that, and coming up with photos and stuff to put on the screen, because it's supposed to be audio first, but a bonus if you're watching on YouTube. Granted, that's the only way you can watch it. So I just want to know, because I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers yet, so I don't know. I can't just do a little poll and see what subscribers or if anyone thinks of stuff. So my new Just Watch This compared to my old Just Watch This reviews, is it an improvement? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Compared to any of my older ones, like Never Say Never Again review would be one of the older ones, or Lawrence Arabia, or Alita Battle Angel, and then compare it to the ones I currently have out, which would be I reviewed Free Guy recently with Reminisce. I reviewed Space Jam: The New Legacy. Because a lot of the stuff I've been reviewing is newer stuff. I am still working on setting aside some time to do Godfather Part 3, but the new recut of the film, the director's recut of the film, which just got released, I think, in the last year or two. So I'm going to be reviewing that, but I'm also going to be reviewing all the Marvel stuff I'm catching up on, which is all the Disney Plus shows, plus Black Widow, which I still haven't seen, unfortunately. So I'm still working on those two videos. Like, I haven't started them, obviously, but I am going to be definitely doing that after September and October, because September and October is going to be packed for me, because in September I am going to be doing I'm going to be kind of redoing our backyard per se, because our new house that we moved into has had flooding issues, and water issues, and so as a result, we're gonna be tearing apart the backyard to try and fix the issue, as well as help divert water away from the house, all that jazz. So, speaking of water, I'm gonna take a sip. And so September and October is definitely going to be quite packed. October alone for movie reviews, like you got Last Night in Soho, Halloween Kills, you got Dune, and then you got No Time to Die, the James Bond film. Like, those are 4 films I definitely will probably be reviewing. And then on top of that, every year, this is going to be my 8th year of doing an October horror marathon, where I watch 31 horror movies I've never seen before for the first time and review them. And last year, I set aside 31 films in my Blu-ray collection and put it in a place where I can easily access it, because I knew when I moved, I'm going to be then immediately pulling those out to do the reviews, and that's what I did last year. But because of my oh yes indeed, Randy, it's absolutely busy. The October horror marathon I was able to do very easily last year, but this year, because my Blu-ray shelf was supposed to be built, by the start of the year, but finances and lumber prices really ruined that. So unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to be reviewing Blu-rays of horror films. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do a Netflix only edition podcast for the October horror marathon, maybe even some Disney Plus. I have no idea if any horror films are on Disney Plus. I would be actually kind of interested to check that out. So expect one podcast for those of Just Watch This for the 4 videos. Dune, James Bond, Last Night in Soho. That's going to be one podcast video. And then one for my horror marathon. But those things will be probably the end of October, beginning of November, when the video finally comes out, depending on my schedule. And that's not including other videos which I have planned, which I will talk about in the later part of my updates. So I believe I have tackled everything that I wanted to talk about in that video. And, okay, so subscriber milestone videos. I talked about my 100 subscriber video, which the main one still hasn't been done yet. Oh, yeah. I still can't believe the studio wants Dune to come out the same month as No Time to Die. Like October has literally turned into the summer blockbuster equivalent for movies. And so it's like right on one after the other, and it's like I think there's a couple other movies that I'm totally forgetting about that's also coming out in October. But damn. So like I was saying, the 100 subscriber videos is so my 200 subscriber video I did complete, and I actually can't for the life of me actually remember what it is I posted. Let me just move this. Okay, can't wait. Pretty much, yeah. And then Coming soon list. Right. Okay. Where is my internet? So, I didn't actually plan this out as well as I thought I did. So, on the what's happening? Oh no, Mac. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw anything, but that's fine. This is in every one of my videos. There's especially my newer ones, newer videos. I have a link where it brings you to this little unlisted video, which is basically, this is my sort of rough notes, ideas of what videos I'm working on. So at any time, I update this as best I can, and it is a coming soon to my channel. And so I have the more recent stuff up here, and sort of if I have the date of when it's going to be released, and then I have a couple other ideas and stuff. I know I'm kind of moving a little too quickly in here, but a lot of this is just sort of rough ideas. But the part I was trying to get at was right here, which is the milestones. Yeah, milestone videos. So these are videos that are supposed to be like when you hit a certain subscriber much. I am slowly losing my words. These are the videos that when you hit a certain subscribers, this is what would come out. And my 300 subscriber special was supposed to be my undercover poker short film, both the original festival cut and the extended version, get reposted to YouTube, but with an actual score done by an actual musician, artist, person. So that way I can actually have it on YouTube and you can see it, and it doesn't have copyrighted music, because that is the reason why you can't actually watch those videos on YouTube. My undercover poker festival short and the completely unnecessary extended edition both got blocked worldwide. So that's you cannot see those videos on YouTube, along with a couple other of them. I mean, you've seen them. I know for sure you've seen them, Randy. And I'm sorry about forcing you to watch it too. But you can't watch it on YouTube anymore, and that's because of the copyrighted music, which kind of made it slightly better. It made it more bearable at the very least. And so so the problem is, once again, fine, I'm not really as good as a budgeter as I thought, and plus also I need to find somebody who would be willing to make music and actually work for original music for a short film that is really not good. Like, to be honest, it was me and my friends getting together to try and do a short film, and very heavily improvised, and very let's just say it's not as watchable. So I'm kind of hoping to find somebody who can actually do a score or music soundtrack and just sort of make it for both my videos, just so I can re-upload them to YouTube. And I'm praying that is going to be the final version that I will be uploading to YouTube. And so for my, which by the way, I am only 3 subscribers away from 300. So I apologize if I do hit 300 subscribers to not having that video ready to go. And so my 400 subscriber video is going to be my Minecraft World Tour video, which the whole idea of this video was just to show this one, because there's this, I use Minecraft sort of to relax sometimes. Every now and then I'm like, well, let's build something, you know? And so I created a world, and I've just been slowly adding to it, creating stuff, and sort of trying to replicate some movies and stuff like that. And so I figured it would be kind of cool for 400 subscribers, because this is early on. This is not exactly riveting content. And I apologize, but I'm just trying to think of something special to show. And so I'm going to do a Minecraft World Tour at 400. Well, I have 298 now, apparently. Actually, I should just very briefly. I just gotta put this back off to the side for a second. I have it set up so when somebody subscribes, a little thing pops up, and I just want to test it out again just to see if A, you can see it, and B, if you can hear what it says. Okay, so this is an example of it. This is not an actual person who subscribed, but that's what's supposed to pop up. And I just want to know if A, you can hear it, and B, if you can see it. What happened is, if you don't see it for when the person subscribed, sometimes if somebody subscribes and they are not if they have it in their settings to private. Oh, so okay, so audio is the issue. That's going to be my next major thing to fix audio wise. You could see it though. Okay, that's good. That was taken from my 2018 New Year's resolution video, where I put my face on Great Gatsby. If you want to see the full version of that, I would recommend skipping to near the end of that video, because that's when I use it. But let's move this back. So audio. So I have to figure out how to get it so the audio plays through it. I'll just try it one more time. Yeah, okay. So I have one also set up for tips. Tips are if donations of money. Uh, if you see in the description, there is a link for tips if anyone wants to spend money. I totally understand. I'm not exactly a big YouTuber, streamer, or whatever, but the option is there. And I do have a right now a placeholder for something in case that happens. I don't even know if it works or not. I do know you need to be subscribed, or no, not subscribed. You need to have a YouTube account, a Twitch account, a Facebook account, or there's a fourth account, but I don't recognize what that symbol is. And yeah, the link is in the description, and I have no idea if it works or how well it works, but it's there, and I'm just gonna highlight this yellow. Do. Okay. But continue on with the subscriber video. So yeah, so there's the Minecraft video, and I thought it just would be neat to have Patreon maybe. It might be Patreon, that's the fourth one, but it was, I think it was like a green logo, greenish logo, and I think it had like a Q or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember the logo off the top of my head, but it definitely wasn't a P, and it wasn't the. I don't think it was the Patreon logo, but anyways. So my Minecraft World Tour, I just thought it would be neat that every now and then. So that will be the first video for the 400 subscribers, and then every 10 or 20 years from then, I'll do an update video, and it would be cool just comparing how much have I added or changed in it, and just keep expanding. That's kind of, I just thought it would be a neat thing. Then this one's a video I've been kind of wanting to do for a long time. Tips and tricks on editing your own fan-made music videos, and I'm going to use probably only the first episode of RWBY from season 1, because I figured it's on, well, RWBY used to been on YouTube for free, but then Warner Brothers was like, no, 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 no. You know, we kind of own Rooster Teeth now. Gotta. Why are we giving it away for free? We want people to buy the Blu-rays and DVDs. So I don't think you can actually see it officially on YouTube, but there's a lot of other fans that re-uploaded the episodes and that. So because it used to been available for free, I used to been able to see, hey, if you want to check out RWBY, it's a web series and it's available for free. And if you like it, there's the Blu-ray. But anyways, enough of that rant. But that I'm gonna be kind of excited because I made several fan made music videos using RWBY, but I've also yes, it's on Amazon Prime as well, as in and I wouldn't be surprised if iTunes and the various other ones have it now. Actually, fun fact, RWBY is the first arguably anime to be actually imported into Japan. It's kind of a joke. I don't know if that's actually true because there's might have been. I wonder if Avatar would Avatar last ever. Oh, that's probably stirring up shit right there. But kind of excited to do this video, but if you don't like RWBY, if you want to check out I did a fan-made music video on Blade Runner, the first one. I've also did a fan-made music video of, well, more of a turning in the trailer. I did The Shining, and I did it as the Bombshell trailer, and I also did Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, as a music video. I would recommend checking that out if you've seen the movies that are portrayed in it. And so I have no idea. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the 600 subscribers, the 700 subscribers, and 900 subscribers. I know my rate for subscribers is I get generally around 50 new subscribers a year. So it's a very slow upwards ascend, but I'm always kind of afraid in the sense, because sometimes channels explode. It's rare, but it happens. And it's like, if I suddenly got like 1,000 subscribers, it's like, I have to now catch up on all this. I have seen the Snyder's Cut. So good. Yes, Zack Snyder's Justice League is a great film. Especially if you compare it to the theatrical version that they released earlier. I would have been curious to see what the reactions would have been if they just released the full cut instead of the theatrical version. Like if he didn't leave the production, or if Warner Brothers gave him the time to recuperate from the tragedy and then said, we still want to finish this the way you want to do, and we ended up with the final version, just how differently the timeline would be of this world. Yeah. Yeah, no, Ray Fisher got, like, Cyborg was the heart of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and, like, I am shocked. I'm still shocked that they cut out so much of him. Like, he was so important to the plot. Oh, sorry. We could probably do a whole video on Zack Snyder's Justice League. But anyways, contest and giveaway. My 1,000 subscriber special is going to be, how it's going to work is, my plan is, I have no idea how well this is going to work, but in relation to fan-made music videos, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but somehow I'm going to get 5 people as the winners, and I'm going to do 5 fan-made music videos for them to put on their own channel. And it's going to be, I still get credit as the editor, and put a link of my channel in the description, but you get the free video to put on your channel, and you're the only channel that will have it. Those will be those the winner prize, the giveaway. And you're going to get to choose, if you're a winner, you get to choose what it is you want a fan made music video of and the song. The stipulation will definitely be if it's able to be posted on YouTube, because obviously, like for example, if you wanted Frank Sinatra's My Way with Die Hard, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that because Frank Sinatra's My Way will get your video blocked worldwide. I've discovered that recently with Kingsman The Golden Circle, because I did a RWBY in the style of the Kingsman The Golden Circle trailer, and it got taken down for using, which is funny because it was up for like I think 2 or 3 years, and then YouTube all of a sudden now this year was like, hey, or yeah, it might have been late last year, was like, hey, sorry, blocked worldwide. And so it's gonna be interesting contest and giveaway. It's gonna, a lot of it's gonna be trying and testing. It'll be like, hey, I want Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall, or with scenes from Dune, the new movie. So it's gonna be interesting to see what takes on YouTube, what I can or can't do. So it's gonna be a back and forth process until those are completed. And so it's gonna be a very unique contest and giveaway. The stipulation being you have to be subscribed to this channel, and I think I was gonna do like a trivia question, and then you have to sort of search through my videos or something like that. Like, I haven't finalized what it's gonna be for the contest and giveaway for the 1,000 subscribers. But anyways, at 5,000, which I don't even think I would get to, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I think 1,000 is already kind of like hard enough for like the major goal for this channel. But I don't really see anything after that happening. But I put for 5,000 subscribers a Draw My Life video, which is something a lot of YouTubers have done on this platform. So I'm kind of excited to do that, but it's going to be very, I don't know how emotional it's going to be, but it's definitely, because what Draw My Life is there's like a whiteboard, and the YouTuber draws as they narrate, and they basically go through their life from beginning to up to where they are now. And I always thought that was a very unique video, so I definitely want to do that for 5,000 subscribers. And then obviously I have the, well, I shouldn't say obviously, this is quite well hidden, but 500, every 500 videos, I'm basically gonna update my most favorite movies of all time list. The very first one I did, which was top 25 favorite movie of all time, was actually secretly a top 100 favorite movie list, even though the title said top 25. And there's so many movies I forgot to even mention because I kind of rushed it with the list. And so I hope by the time I release my 500th YouTube video, that list will be much more completed. And so the and then once again with 1,000, but it's going to be the number gets bigger. So top 500 for my 500 will be 500, and then I'm going to cap it at 1,000. So if I hit 1,500 videos, which is going to be a very long time in the future at this rate, I will stick with 1,000 for top favorite movies. So I just thought it would be good to update the milestone videos and talk a little bit more about them and my ideas for them. And if you have any suggestions for what I could do, maybe possibly for 600, 700, 900, which reminds me, I kind of glanced over 800 is a CD and vinyl collection video. because I figured by then I should have everything unpacked by the time I hit 800. But yeah, you can always check out this list at any time. It's in the link of basically every video I've done for the last 3 years. And so let me move this back over. Okay, so next up is fan casting and spoiling trailers, which is two of my series that I've kind of done. So fan casting, I've done 2 videos on, and it's me fan casting Overwatch. Now, Overwatch and Activision Blizzard has been in, let's just say, putting it lightly, a lot of news lately. And on top of that, Overwatch, I've gotten to the point now where it's like, yeah, there's a new skin. I don't really feel like grinding it out. And I've kind of lost the will to play Overwatch. And so, fan casting, I was basically casting Overwatch if it was a movie. And that's sort of what the title plans into, is it's me, a fan, casting a what if this was a big blockbuster movie and what to do with it. And so there was supposed to be 2 more parts to that video because there was a lot of characters in Overwatch. And so fan casting part 3 and 4 has been, because I haven't really focused on finding characters to play the side characters and the more newer heroes that have come up since. So if I am going to do part 3 and part 4, I'm just going to sort of push them out. They're not going to be done in the same style as the first 2 videos. They're going to be a little more cut and dry, straight to the point. Here's who I want to cast. That's who I want to cast. Maybe show a little clip, and then that's about it. It's not going to be as long and as excruciating as the first 2. But I would highly recommend checking them out. I did work a lot on them, the fan casting Overwatch, the movie videos. And that brings me to my next one. Spoiling trailers is another series of mine that I've sort of kind of did for the fun of, but I wanted to see if there's a way I can figure out an entire movie just from the trailer. And so I did that on Tenet, and it was a very successful video because I believe I posted it out about a month before the movie was released. And so it got, like, for a 50 or 40 minute video, it got 1,000 views within a month. And that is very successful, especially compared to my other videos. It's very successful. And the fact that it's such a long video too, that also was very successful. So I was thinking of what I'm going to do for the second episode. And so I reveal to you now, the grand reveal of my next one, which is the main reason why I'm going to be busy for the next of September, or for the rest of September, is I'm going to try and get this out before October. I clicked the wrong button. Ta-da! It's the thumbnail preview. I don't know if this is actually going to be my final thumbnail for it, but I'm going to attempt to see, just from the trailers, spoil the entire No Time to Die movie before the movie has come out. Ta! So I'm actually quite excited for that. I still don't know if I want this thumbnail with the black and white or in color, but I kind of like how much more it stands out with the black and white. But the font colors is to represent the very first posters they released for No Time to Die, where they had the characters. It was kind of a gold and bluish background. So I'm quite excited to dig into that. I see Bob can't wait. Bob. Thank you for commenting. And so I'm quite excited to do that. For fan casting, I don't know if I'm gonna actually do something. Because I could almost do any sort of property or book or TV show. Like, for example, anything animated. It's like, hey, what happens if they wanted to do a live action version or something? Like, there's a lot of possibilities with that. So I'm just gonna sort of leave that up in the air for now. Do. Okay, next up is my older Let's Play footage. Now, for those of you who don't know, in 2018, I kind of tried my hand at Let's Playing, like recording live, well, not live, but I would record the footage and then edit together these Let's Play videos, which is me playing a game. And I started it off on Overwatch, my very first time playing Overwatch. And that was in 2018. And my dilemma was I was going to record for a bit, play a couple games, and then I was like, oh, then I'll edit the footage. And then that's how I'll do the episodes. I'll edit, finish the video, then record some more, finish the next video. But I didn't do that. So my advice for anyone who's Let's Playing, don't just keep playing. And because what happened was I ended up with months and months of footage of me playing Overwatch, and none of it has been totally edited together. It literally took me a month just to sync up all the footage, because not only did I have the footage camera, I had my face camera, and then I also had audio from different sources. And so syncing everything up was a painfully fun experience. And so I would highly recommend, if you're doing a Let's Play, don't just keep playing and recording. Do a little bit of the time and be like, okay, that's good. And this is from somebody who shoots and edits his own videos. I don't have an editor. I can't afford an editor. I can't just be like, send the footage to somebody else, let them edit it while I'm recording more footage. I can't simply do that. So I apologize, but I'm going to do another episode for Overwatch. I'm going to try and get it so I complete the tutorials and the playing against AI, finish that series, and then afterwards I'm going to comb through the footage and just sort of show maybe some highlights, a couple videos. Like if there was a really good match I had, I'll show that one match in its entirety, and that will be the video. And then when I'm done combing through everything that's good footage, or what I think is good, I'm gonna just delete it, delete it all. And I'm gonna do the same thing with Dead by Daylight, which I also recorded in 2018, because apparently not just Overwatch. I was like, oh, I can Let's Play another game at the same time. So but with the Dead by Daylight, I'm going to do another video like I did the first one, where instead of survivors only, it's going to be focused on me playing killer only. And then I'm going to go through the rest of the footage, do little episodes, but then I'm going to, when I'm done getting really good moments or highlights, I'm just going to delete everything. I'm going to keep, obviously, the videos I've edited together, and sometimes I use copyrighted music and references or movie footage. So I'm going to edit a version that doesn't have that, just in case if YouTube decides to be like, hey, you use the theme from Saw, we're now blocking all videos that uses the theme from Saw, stuff like that. Once again, I would recommend checking out some of my Let's Plays I've done. Which actually kind of reminds me, Fallout 76 was the only one where I've actually recorded, stopped, and edited the video before continuing recording. So I've actually not played the game. What you see in that one episode is literally all I've played of Fallout 76. So I definitely want to complete that game. Get all 100% trophies like I first set out to do. Get the platinum trophy, and then that's it for that series. I don't care how much they add to the game, except maybe if they add more trophies, I might just to be a completionist. I'll do that, but I'm definitely going to continue that recording wise. Anyways, that brings me to number 7, which is I will be dropping a new channel trailer. That's right. It is not. I make it sound like it's almost done. It's not almost done, but I am slowly combing through footage and trying to get together a new channel trailer, because I'm sure you're sick of me yelling out my name every time you get to my channel. Or actually, I just thought of it. YouTube, I forgot that if you haven't been subscribed to the channel, if you see my opening channel trailer, it's the new one, the one where I did the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man style channel trailer. But if you go to it now, I believe it's going to be, if you're subscribed, you get my let's talk about this trailer, which is not as annoying. I don't think it's as annoying, but the problem is every time I open up my YouTube channel, I get that video of the Mitchell Ryan Darcy, subscribe to Mitchell. Like it's very tough on the ears. So I'm gonna be getting a new channel trailer, and it's gonna be in the style of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's official trailer. I think it's the first one, not the second one. That's the one that starts off with the Straight Shooter by the Mama and Papas, and then it ends off with the Traveling Show by Neil Diamond song. I forget the specific name of that song, but that's the trailer. That's going to be my new channel trailer. Is going to be in the style of. So it's going to highlight, and best of all the footage in it is going to be, or most of it, like 95% of it is going to be all stuff from my channel, all older videos and newer videos. And it's going to, I'm still debating on if I'm going to do 1 or 2 exclusive videos that are in that trailer, like just as a throwaway gag or whatever. I haven't decided on that. But anyways, number 8, different shorts. So hashtag shorts. So YouTube, for the last couple of years, or this year, I've discovered hashtag shorts, and this was before they kind of went public with it or whatnot. And so I've been playing around with the idea of doing different shorts, because I've always been a fan of Vine. I've always wanted to be like, to try doing a Vine video where it's like 5 seconds, very short, try to be as very comedic as possible. And unfortunately Vine died. And I'm very I feel so old, because every time I talk about other channels like TikTok and Instagram and all that, it's like I don't have any of those. I don't have any sort of, like, I'm literally Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, but I barely use Twitter at all anyways. So anyways, on YouTube they've introduced shorts, and that is to sort of combat TikTok and their sort of style of videos and all that. So I haven't been playing around with it as much as I would like to. I've sort of fallen back into doing the Mondo Steelbooks, or any sort of Steelbook special edition, and sort of reviewing it as a short. But it just, I've kind of, especially if you watch the last one, you can kind of see I'm just like, I feel like I've fell into a lull doing the exact same thing each time. And granted, some of them has been doing very well. Like the Avengers one, I think has gotten over 800 views. The Avengers Mondo Steelbook short. And the True Grit one is also around 800, or getting there, or did it surpass it? And it's ridiculous because the True Grit Steelbook was that one has been released for like several years now, and the fact that it's getting so many views now, where the video I did it a couple months ago, it's like, wow, it's kind of blowing my mind. So shorts is like an untamed animal. And I would highly recommend, if you want to check out one of my shorts, check out my original short that I did where it's a skit of Magic the Gathering. Like, I know you may or may not like Magic the Gathering, but it's one of my first major live action skits I've done in a long time. And I kind of want to do more original live action skits. And as well as that, I also want to move towards, I've had an idea ever since Justice League has come out, to sort of do I think the closest example I can think of is in there's a channel called the Unusual the Unusual Suspects, and he did a Spider-Man video recently where he's doing his shorts, where in his reviews he generally does these live action things, but sometimes he puts his face on the other people as well. And so I was kind of thinking in sort of that style of, but doing original skits around movies and TV shows. So for example, Justice League, I would put my face on Lois Lane's face, or Amy Adams, the actress, and then I would sort of spoof a bit dialogue wise, like either point out what's weird about the scene or whatever, and sort of just play on certain things. And it's gonna be kind of stupid, kind of not. Little short things like that. I got an idea to do one on MASH, the television show. There's one specific scene that I've already gotten down in my head what exactly I want to do. I'm trying to right now get a friend to make a sort of a medical mask in the style of MASH, the TV show. And all I need is that and the hat, and then I can actually just put my whole head for a certain scene. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the shorts, and it's definitely kind of out of my comfort zone per se in the terms of trying to act and all that. And I know majority of my channel is just about my face. I'm sure, like, that's another reason why I sort of moved away with my Just Watched reviews from putting the camera in my face and being like, what did you think of the film, to a more audio listening review. Because I figured, people are going to get sick of my face at some point. So I try to shake up the variety now and then. So anyway, future live streams. So I'm definitely going to be doing some video games. I will be live streaming, and I will be I'm thinking of doing a one-shot series where it's like I go back to a video game that I've never played and be like, I've heard about this game so much, but I've never actually played it, and try to record and play it all in one shot live, or in multiple episodes, just try to get it done per day. Because obviously some games is like, 40 hours in order to complete, and it's obviously I'm not going to do that all in one live stream per se, but I'm going to try in one shot and try to do the entire sort of game over one or a couple live streams. And so, for example, Shadow of the Colossus, I've never played that. I've heard about that game, and so it's like that would be an example of one. I have played BioShock 1 and 2, but I've never played BioShock Infinite, which I think was the third one. And so that would be another one I would probably do. And so eventually I will be live streaming games and doing it a little more regularly. I'm still playing around with my setup, but I hope to have that settled out soon. But and then much later in the future, this is something I've gotten in my head, and it's an idea that I can't take away, and it's sort of just it's inceptioned me, and I have to do this idea and try to do it. I want to, at some point way in the future, I want to do a I'm trying to think how I can pitch it. You know how a role playing game with the D&D and Pathfinder, where it's like you if you're the dungeon master, the DM, you're trying to get your friends together to play the game and all that, and scheduling is really really tough, and it usually never works out well. Um, so I've always wanted to do a figure out a way to do sort of a D&D style thing, but for content. And I have two ideas. One of them is not live stream, and it's more filmed and edited, but that one I'm still gonna leave in the air. But the second idea, which was the one I got more recently, is how to solve that issue as somebody who creates this world as a DM and all that, and then it ends up nobody comes to play a role playing game with you. How to solve that issue is play it live, but with chat, and I mean complete strangers, and I mean, so you don't have to worry about somebody not showing up for the game or whatever. It's literally just you play I'm the DM, obviously controlling the screen, what you see on screen and all that, and just having literally I figured out I would probably create the characters in advance in the world, and then have the chat influence the characters and make decisions for them. And obviously you're still going to be rolling of dice, and it's going to be, because I'm not as experienced of a role-playing game, like I do have some Pathfinder books, but it just, some of it is a lot pretty complex, especially like the wizard class and sorcery class, so it's obviously going to be a little more dumbed down version of a role-playing game. But it would be very interesting to see just random people, I haven't figured it out specifically, like if it was going to be voting in the chat, or if you have to be like a subscriber, or if you, like obviously anybody who tips money with a suggestion would obviously get get to, choose what the character does or whatnot. But I thought it would be a very interesting doing a role-playing type game experience, and doing it as like a live stream where I present everything, like I'm the dungeon master, but then it's like chat drops in and out, like, sometimes people can't be there all the time, some people can, and it's like it would be kind of cool if I get that going, and just momentum wise. So that is definitely going to be not this year, but it's something that I've kind of want to do maybe. And then my second, or my last update, I should actually say, is my secondary channel. Why did that not turn yellow? That should have turned yellow. Boop. That's better. Okay. My future secondary channel was Turtle and Pudding Studios. And now, I don't know how many people noticed, but I've actually secretly deleted that channel. The whole idea of that channel was it was supposed to be my studio channel for the products, for the projects where it's like I make a short film, but there's a whole cast and crew. Like it's something for something where it's not just me. Like this channel is my personal YouTube channel. It's just me creating stuff. It's not like there's a cast and crew and everything's scripted or not scripted or improvised. And it's not an actual short film or movie that I'm posting on this channel. So my secondary channel, Turtle and Pudding Studio, was supposed to be my sort of my Warner Brothers, my Paramount Pictures as I grow up over time. Sort of like how J.J. Abrams is Bad Robot, and Tom Cruise, I think, has either Skydance or Sundance. No, it's not Sundance. I think it's Skydance. It's the one with the logo with the sun. You see it at the beginning of Mission Impossible sometimes. So it's like Turtle and Pudding Studio was going to be like when I do become a filmmaker, because that's what I want to do. I want to become a filmmaker, and I still, even though I'm at the lowest percentage I've ever been of how much I want to be a filmmaker, I'm curious. Sorry, I'm blanking out on my train of thought right now. I need a drink. So that channel was meant to do that. And so my announcement is I am still doing that. I am still going to make a secondary channel. I've actually... okay, so I may or may not have confirmation that it is Skydance. A little fun fact for you. For everyone. I don't remember how I picked up on that information too. Because J.J. Abrams with Bad Robot's a little more you can kind of see because, like, you know, Lost, Alias, and some of the, when you saw Cloverfield, you would see Bad Robot and stuff like that. So you can kind of sync the channel or that company with J.J. Abrams. So it also depends how much of J.J. Abrams stuff you've seen as well. If you've only seen Star Wars, you wouldn't really clue in and be like, it is Bad Robot. But anyways, so my secondary channel has actually, I'm not getting rid of it per se. It's just I'm rebranding it. It's not going to be Turtle and Pudding Studio. I have the name in mind, and I actually have already made a YouTube channel with its new name, but I'm not saying the new name because I want to see if I can actually get it copyrighted and actually make it a legal business per se, or not really business. I don't know. See, that's my biggest dilemma is it's like copyright and lawyering stuff for for studios and stuff. Like, how do you become an official make a business? How do you make a studio? How do you become Bad Robot? How do you become Warner Brothers? How you like, obviously that would be an end goal, trying to get that big, but I don't see it's going to be that big. It's going to be probably more closer to Bad Robot per se, but I do want to kind of do this as legitly as possible. And Turtle and Pudding Studio, I thought would be cool in the sense it's a studio name that I've come up with. I was very small. I was like in middle school, and I was like, I got an idea. Turtle in Pudding Studio, because the abbreviation is tips, and tips is lots of money. You know, you get tips all the time, so tips are money. So that was kind of the whole idea with that, and I thought it would be really kind of funny for Turtle and Pudding Studio. Like, imagine a legit studio called Turtle and Pudding Studio, but I've sort of figured out, maybe for YouTube, I'm going to make a channel and a company that's a little more, I guess, a little more serious in terms of the name, or it represents the content that I'm planning to make with it. And so I've already made the channel. I'm not going to say what the channel name is, but it is a channel that will have, so for example, on my old Turtle and Pudding Studio video channel, I had Any and All Alcohol, which is the short film I did when I was in Toronto Film School. And I also had the behind the scenes footage. So that is going to get one more re-release, the final edit of that film, because I'm not really re-editing it. I'm just basically I'm taking out the Turtle and Pudding Studio logo that I had in it and making a more official studio logo. And but that's going to be extremely long term. I would say maybe 5 years from here. So it's kind of a bit of a teaser, but at the same time, I apologize for this live stream for not having more pictures of stuff to show you and all that. I kind of hope this update was in some ways more watchable, maybe. And my next sort of live stream, I'm gonna try, because audio I have to still fix, because, and also I haven't noticed any other new subscriber thing pop up yet, or any of the tips. Like, I haven't seen any of the pop-up things, but then again, I'm not really concentrating on the preview window as much, so I apologize for that. I'm kind of surprised how hard it is just sitting in front of a computer live streaming. It is very it's surprisingly, because I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm saying, but at the same time I have to look at chat, and then I have to same with other things. So it's actually kind of very interesting. But my next live stream is going to be, I'm going to attempt to live stream a game. It's going to be it is a free to play game. It's not going to be Tom Cruise has worked with Skydance with his production company with Paula Wagner. I apologize if I'm butchering anyone's name, but yes. So that is, I guess, a confirmation of Skydance. Thank you very much, and Tom Cruise's involvement with it. But it's going to be my next live stream is going to be a video game. It's a free to play game. It is not Fortnite. I'm just clarifying that right now. But it was a game that's got a lot of popularity over the last year or so. And it's a game that I kind of want to play just because I know I was going to try it out anyways. So I figured this would be a good stream to do a test run of trying to play a game while live streaming. So thank you very much for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night. Oh, of course my webcam gets brighter when I make it darker. And oh yeah, that's right. I can transition back to my full screen. I have these. I might as well test them out now. So this. I forgot to mention that I didn't hook up the audio for the "Please Stand By" and "We'll Be Right Back" cards, because I figured you wouldn't want audio on when you're on a break or whatever. But so I'm just gonna go quickly through each one very briefly. The transition. This is my live streaming setup right now. I'm going to definitely try to make my own transitions and make my own intro and waiting, because right now I just sort of have a placeholder, and it's going to be this, so it's going to be silent for a bit. Here it is. So that's the intro and outro, ending, beginning, live stream thing. But then I have one for if I have to use the washroom break, I'll be like, I have to go use the washroom. I'll be right back. And then I would cut to this. And so I didn't really get the chance to use it in this live stream, but I did have those prepared. But anyways, like I was saying in my outro, it doesn't matter if you have a nice no. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whenever. Thank you very much for watching and commenting and tuning in to my very first live stream. I guess I'll end it with one more of the subscriber notification things. So this is a fake subscriber, and it's supposed to pop up when somebody actually subscribes to the channel who doesn't have their settings set to private for their channel name. But I do know for the system it works. I just haven't had it. So apparently there's no audio. So I'm going to try and get that sorted out for the next live stream. I also had a bonus I might as well show you. In the event somebody does do a tip, this was my placeholder. This is one that I only did temporarily. But here's a fake one. Now, obviously, I want to change the font name, or not the name, but the font is it blends in a little too well, like especially the colors. So I'm gonna probably do something a little more easier to see, like white. But it's it's me saying I don't even know who you are, and you have the quote from Thanos. I have it played obviously for 30 seconds, a little bit longer because, well, obviously if somebody's going to be tipping me actual money, I would definitely want, it to be on screen a lot longer than, say, a subscriber who gets like, I think 10 seconds, I think. So, but I did the recording line for, I don't even know who you are. And for the first one, the subscriber one, that one I'm definitely probably going to keep because that is actually a screenshot or GIF I made from one of my videos. So I've actually discovered how to make a GIF, an actual GIF, and I didn't have to go to the Google and be like, how do I make a GIF and then put it into the website. I actually made it. I'm surprised. Photoshop, out of all the places on Adobe that to make a GIF, I didn't realize it's Photoshop. Because Photoshop, I'm just like, oh, it's just pictures, right? You can't really do a GIF. A GIF would be like a video format almost, and no, GIF is kind of more of a photo element. So, so I discovered how to make a GIF. So I'm definitely going to be branching out all my live stream stuff. So, anyways, before ending, like, oh, wow, I've been going for an hour and 22 minutes. It definitely only feels like an hour. Anyways, I'm ending my stream now. I will be editing, like, when this video is done processing. I'm curious to see how it ends up on YouTube, and then I'm going to rewatch it, and then I'm probably gonna trim out any section where there's dead air, or so that way I can just sort of get to the point of my updates a little more quicker. And then I'm going to put, obviously, chapter selection, so that way you can skip ahead to certain parts of the video, even though I guess that was a little bit all over the place. But it's a live stream, and it actually worked out pretty well. So my next one, I forgot to say, so my next video tomorrow is going to be a choose your own adventure dungeon video, a Magic the Gathering choose your own adventure video, and it's going to be unboxing boosters. But it's kind of, at the last second, I was like, hey, you know what? I should not just unbox it. I should do a little story made up of the cards I unbox. So it's kind of a bit of a funny treat. And it's also a test of doing a choose your own adventure video on YouTube. So be sure to check that out. It's dropping around 3 o'clock, I believe, tomorrow at Eastern Standard Time. And I if everything goes amazingly, so today's Wednesday, Thursday, either Friday or Saturday, I hope to do the live stream of the video game, but it's depending on how well I set up everything and how well how fast I work, basically. So thank you very much for tuning in and commenting and all that. And yes, thank you. I'm going to end it now. Bye.